Hello everyone, Barb here. Well, I have my last Christmas in July card for you today. This is based on a card that I did a few weeks ago, and if I am thinking about it, I will try to put it in the description of the video below so you can see where this idea came from. We are going to use up some bits and pieces and scraps. So I have all of these little pieces of, I would say roughly 3/4 of an inch wide by various lengths, but 1.5 to 2 inches long. You know how that goes, just whatever you happen to have left over. I am using a stamp set from a couple of years ago called Very Merry, and I have used this one. You can see the love because the stamps are stained, and that to me is a sign of a well-loved, well-used stamp, and it does not hurt the quality of the stamping. I have ballerina ink, a little blending brush, I have VersaFine ink, little pair of scissors. The card measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is a piece of Tim Holtz watercolor paper, just because I happen to have that ready to go. I have a card base, and this little piece is a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4, and I believe this piece is 3 by 4 1/4. I'm going to double check on the quarters here. Yes, I prepped this a while ago. Sometimes you forget. My last little piece here, I'm cutting up the center and then in from each center to the top of that slit. And that's how I'm getting my banner end. Just like that. Real easy, real quick. The hardest part for me is going to be figuring out which order I want them to go in. I want to keep things separated. And, what am I going to do here? I think I need to put something here. I'll do that. That, maybe something like that. Nope, don't like that. And they don't have to stretch all the way across. I was actually thinking I would do something maybe a little more in the middle. So let's see if my glue is going to run today. I'm going to get a little bit of glue going, and I'm going to push them up toward the top edge. And I want to stack them over each other a little bit. So we're going to go in about yay far. And I've got this one, maybe this one. I think we're going to do something like this, kind of like that. And it's just willy-nilly. Nothing perfect about it. And this doesn't have to be all matched up because we're going to camouflage it with that strip of, I think it's clover. And here we go. Just like that. And before we, got a little grungus on there. Just gonna set this here. I'm gonna take a little of the ballerina and load up my brush. I've got a piece of scrap paper over to the side here, and I'm gonna pounce off a little bit. That just takes off. Do I want this side or the other side? Tim Holtz watercolor paper has a real textured side and a smoother side. I think I'm going to flip it over and use the smooth side. And just going to rub a little ink on here. Ballerina is pretty light, so I may not even need to do any pouncing because it's so light. I'm just giving it a little halo. I think that will do. I'll hold that up there. You can see that. And we set this down here just for placement purposes right now. And I have this joy. Okay. And I'm going to eyeball center. Put it on there. Hopefully I get a good, I don't want to say impression, a good stamping. Ooh, that's pretty good. That will do. I'm going to take the glue down. This is craft cardstock. And I'm gluing it to the bottom here. And then I have this piece of, I believe, clover. And I'm going to go right over the top of all of that. And that just helps to camouflage and hide all of those imperfect meetings of the mind. I have my card base, and I am, for this, pulling out my foamy pad that came with each Close to My Heart stamp set. And Close to My Heart was a paper crafting company that closed at the end of June. But I have lots of Close to My Heart things, so I will continue to love them and use them. But you could do this card design with anything that you happen to have. Dig in your stash, use your stuff. This is just going to lay right on the top. And that'll be done. And I have another card to add to my stash of Christmas in July cards that I will be grateful for in December. Real simple. You could add a little glittery glimmeriness to it if you want, and I may go back and do that. I'm not sure. But isn't that fun? I love that big joy on there. I love that the big letters. I think that looks really nice. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed crafty day, and I'll see you next time.